Hey, what's up, guys? You're with the PlanetFight Podcast, episode 12, and we have a big episode this week. It is finally here. Fight Island.
Yeah.
Dude, all the hype. I mean, we've been talking about it for a while. Dana, ever since like the first announcement, he's been hyping it up. UFC's done a great job of marketing it.
Yeah.
I'm hype, you're hype, everyone's hype. So let's get into it. Episode 12,
Yeah.
Fight Island. Starting off, Masvidal, Usman.
We're getting a real treat of a card as well. Like as far as fights go, it's hard to argue with like this is the most stacked card we've had in a while. Like they could have started it off a little bit better. Like I'm not super excited with the Paige Van Zandt one, but like these 3 title fights we have.
Oh my god.
Good Lord.
Dude, I can't wait.
Yeah. How are you seeing the main fight? How are you seeing the headliner go?
Oh, dude. It's such a hard one to call for me because I just think Masvidal is one of those people where he has so much experience in the fight game. He knows, and everyone says like he's used to this. Like he's been fighting on short notice his whole life, which I love that aspect of it. But he is fighting an animal.
Yeah.
Usman not going through a full training camp, I don't care who you are, going in against Usman is going to be rough because his cardio is just elite. And he's so well-rounded. He's a great wrestler. He'll knock you out. And he's there all 5 rounds. He's not fading away. So and we've seen guys without a full training camp that usually have good cardio kind of fade off a little quicker. So that's what I'm a little worried about with Masvidal. If he can't get it done early, that Usman just kind of takes him into the deep waters, wrestles him, and kind of tosses him around. But I think it could go either way. My prediction, though, I would say if Masvidal wins, it's a knockout first or second round. Usman wins, it's either decision or he finishes him on the ground some way in the 4th or 5th.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know exactly. But it's going to be a fun one. I can't wait. What do you think, man?
Yeah, it's the difference between the head and the heart. And
I know.
You make fun of me for this shit all the time. Like my head, when I think about this fight and when I look at these 2 styles and I close my eyes and imagine it, I see this pressure wrestling really overpowering Masvidal and the level of strength. Because like you're also thinking like Masvidal used to be a lightweight. He's a welterweight now, but really he should be fighting at like 165 or one of those in-betweener classes that the UFC just doesn't have. Usman's huge. He's an absolute giant, and he throws his weight around. And when he, like, I saw him at weigh-ins today, he's a little thin, but when that dude starts packing that water weight back on, he's bigger than almost everybody in the division. Yeah. Right. The one thing that will shine for Masvidal here is he's very good at being the nail. Like he can roll with his punches, he can slip off his shoulders, he can eat shots too. And you see it in like the Darren Till fight. It wasn't going his way. He does a very good job of taking his lumps where he has to and not taking his lumps where he doesn't have to.
Right.
And figuring out where his openings are, and then all of a sudden he's working in shots and he's doing well.
Right.
The other thing I think that's going to pay dividends for him is his body work. His round kick to the gut is one of the fastest kicks I've seen in the UFC in a long time. And it's super deceptive with how he throws it in. He does like a little pop jab and steps straight into the kick. And when he fought Diaz, you see that controlling Diaz. Like Dominic Cruz was singing his praises about the entire fight. The body work of Masvidal keeps people from pressuring you super hard. Because if I crack you in the gut with a right kick every time you push into me, you're going to drain quick. Especially because like your forward pressure requires energy. If I take a little bit out of your breath every time you try to step forward, it's going to drain you a lot. So there's ways Masvidal can win. But like you said, like this is 6 days notice against a fucking nightmare of a fighter.
Right.
Who pinned Tyron Woodley against the fence and punched him in the gut like 20 times in a row. Like he's a savage.
Right.
Say what you want about his like interviews with all like him trying to do like WWE shit. When it comes time to go, that motherfucker goes.
I agree, bro. And it's just like I said, when he'll do it anyway too. He'll box you, and we all know he can wrestle his ass off. Yeah. So it's just going to be a matter of how Masvidal can handle him. We all know Masvidal can strike. We all know he can do stuff on the ground well too, but it's just a matter of how well he handles him on the ground. So we'll see about that, dude. I'm so excited for that. Dude, the whole card tomorrow, I'm just gonna be like a wreck. I'm gonna be nervous.
I think Holloway's gonna win his belt back tomorrow too. Is the other thing.
We both want that.
I know, so bad.
Speaking of,
He's
next
so
one.
close to being a star.
I know.
He's one crazy fight away from being a star.
So that's the next fight we gotta touch on. So well, I didn't get your actual prediction for Usman Monster.
I'll say Usman, you make a unanimous decision. I think he's just gonna beat him up for 5 rounds. Gotcha. Like it's gonna be a lot of pushing Jorge to the fence and trying to cut him off. We'll see a lot of like a full minute and a half on the fence before he gets a takedown because it's just gonna be miserable. This is like he doesn't have to do his flashy wrestling. He can just make it awful. And
right.
He's good at it, so why wouldn't he?
Gotcha. I don't know, dude. I can't say because, dude, I always go against the guy on short notice. Mm-hmm. But when Gaethje did that to me, kind of makes me want to second guess everything. Because, like, I'm always like, oh, short notice, there's no way. Yeah. But so I feel like a short camp, it just depends on the fighter, if it benefits them or not, and who they're fighting, like how they prepare, how nervous or worried they get about the switch. It's just all about adapting and how the fighters adapt. But yeah, Volkanovski and Holloway, man. Yeah, I think Holloway's gonna get the belt back too.
I see all the adjustments he can make. Like when I rewatched that fight when I was on the treadmill, and you see he starts landing kicks and knees to the body, and it really stops Volkanovski in his tracks. And I think that's going to be a huge thing for him in this second fight. Because like we saw with Sugar Sean and Eddie Wineland, he used that body kick to turn him into a stationary target and then land. So for Holloway, while he doesn't have a huge reach in hands, he's like 6 inches. He's so much taller than Volkanovski. Your legs have that reach as well. Like start throwing your stuff that's at range. And then also, like his cousin died 2 days before they fought, who was like his best friend growing up. That's right. Real shit to be going through. And also, like, it's fucking Max. That dude, dude knows how to shine. I think he can get it done.
Max, like you said, Max is a superstar. Everyone loves him. I mean, there's nothing not to love about the guy. So I agree. I didn't know that Volkanovski was 21-1 though. I didn't know he because I knew he didn't start in the sport early because he was like a rugby player, wasn't he?
Yeah. He's 214 pounds, dude.
He must have had a lot of fights in a short amount of time.
Yeah. He fought in the span of like 7 months. He fought, I can't remember who he fought first, but then he fought Chad Mendes and then he fought Jose Aldo in like a very short time span.
Right.
And his Chad Mendes fight is still one of my favorites I've watched in a long time. It's really, really entertaining. But he just makes Chad Mendes wilt with body shots. And
right.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I saw the angles he was working in this first fight. I saw the way Holloway was responding. And I just think all of it's weird because we said the same thing about Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. Like all of the adjustments are in Max Holloway's corner. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's the one that can make these adjustments to the leg kicks and the weird circling off and the parrying of the jab to the kick. That's all in his wheelhouse. But then we also saw like Tyson Fury made those adjustments for Deontay Wilder. So Volkanovski can come in here with a new game plan and start like trying to grapple fuck Holloway. Like we don't know.
It could be all different. Right. That's a great part about the sport of MMA is like guys will completely switch their game plans. Like you saw Henry Cejudo came out with them leg kicks in the last one. Like no one expected him to just fire leg kicks off like he was like Jose Aldo. You know what I mean? Yeah, right. Right. But he said he specifically worked on like inflicting damage with his leg kicks because he wanted to chop him down. And that was a pretty cool game plan.
Yeah. I'll take Holloway. Fourth round TKO from body shots.
Dude, I'm going Holloway. Listen to this. Holloway submission. I don't know what it is. 3rd round.
He does have a mean guillotine choke.
I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be on the ground. I think he'll get taken down, and he's gonna do some work on the ground. We'll
I
see.
like it.
I'm pumped. Holloway needs that strap back. He's my dude. But after that, it's Piotr Jan and Jose Aldo.
Yeah, dude.
And dude, that one's like interesting because it's like a title fight, right?
Yes.
And it's like if Jose wins, like he's gonna be champ again.
I know. Oh, I want Jose to win.
I know you do.
Because he's fucking Jose. But Petr Yan, that man is fucking clean. And he has malice. Like there's some fighters where for whatever reason they seem to enjoy inflicting pain just a little bit more than the next guy.
Yeah.
And not
yeah.
for like it's like that it's that serial killer dead behind the eyes type thing. And
Right.
Petr Yan has it. Like it's there. Like he's fucking he has the eyes of a shark. There's no soul. It's
dude, what he did to Faber was crazy.
Disrespectful.
Dude, that was nuts. He did everything.
He
is a legend. He's a legend.
A hate crime if I've ever seen one. I think Petr Yan's shots are just a little more technical and straight. Like he doesn't. Aldo really rips into things and opens up and throws looping punches. And while they're technical, they're off setups, and he's using them as counters. Piotr's are just a little bit tighter, a little bit quicker, and he doesn't put as much on them because he trusts his power, where Jose's trying to rip you. And we've seen Jose get tired in fifth rounds. And Petr just doesn't seem to get tired at all, which is really scary. So
where's Petr from, bro?
He's Russia. I just don't know what part.
Gotcha.
Yeah. He's just straight Russia because he's a master of sport. So he's just straight Russia. I think that's how that works.
What is master of sport?
So it's something you can earn through Russia. I don't know if Khabib is a master of sport for wrestling, but it's he's master of sport for Sambo. So Russia will give you a title if you've done well enough competing in a certain sport, and he got a master of sport in boxing.
Petr did.
Yes. So that's not something they bestow lightly. Like
there's a lot of good Russian boxers, bro.
Yes, exactly.
Like boxing's a real serious deal in Russia. Like they take that very seriously.
Yeah, and like Sergey Karatanov, he doesn't have a master of sport, and he's a boxing champ. You know what I mean? Like it's weird.
Dude,
I'm not exactly sure how they do it, but it's a scary thing. I think it's if you represent Russia more, if that makes sense. Like
gotcha.
It's weird.
Do you think the king of Rio de Janeiro is gonna get it done?
I don't. I think Peter's gonna beat him. Petr.
Okay.
It's these times where like it's the same thing I went through with BJ Penn. It's these old fighters you grew up loving. You watched them when you were a kid. They're savages. They're fucking old now, and you just gotta watch them getting murdered every time they go out there. And Jose still got it. I think Piotr's going to be just a bit too much. I think Aljo is going to be the next real test for him because it's I think Jose should probably take a step back pretty shortly here. He's been doing it a hot minute.
We'll see how he does. We'll see how he does. You might be eating your weight tomorrow.
Sleeps him with a flying.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna play the clip. I'm gonna play this clip. I think you should step back.
It's time for Jose Aldo to retire.
Right.
He double flying knees him, splits him
right. He Moss feed all flying knees.
All right, let's just hold. Before Masvidal did that flying knee, Jose Aldo did a quicker one to Cub Swanson and obliterated Cub Swanson.
Dude, I just watched earlier today Cub Swanson versus Choi.
Oh, crazy fight. Yeah.
Oh, that was nuts. Dude, Choi got a chin, bro.
No.
Oh, my God. Oh, my. What's his first name's Du, right?
Du Hoy.
Dude, all right.
People sleep on Cub Swanson hard, dude. He's a
savage.
He's a fucking great fighter.
Right. Dude.
So what's the next fight?
Dude, the next fight after Petr and Jose is Jessica Andrade and Thug Rose Namajunas.
I think Thug Rose is going to dance circles around Jessica again.
Dude, I am a huge Thug Rose fan. I love Thug Rose. I love her story. She's a beast, man, and I want her to get back in it. I want her to be the champion, El Champion. But like, dude, she's got what it takes. She's a beast. Jessica Andrade, I just don't like her like swag about her. Like how I just like Rose better. Simple as that.
Their first fight too. It was that first round between them. Rose was piecing her up,
Right.
and genuinely just making her look amateur. And the only every time she went for that takedown, Rose was chasing a Kimura and then would let go of it when she got picked up to scramble out.
Right.
And the one time she doesn't let go of the Kimura, Jessica turns it over onto her head. It's the sport, man. There's so many ways that things can happen. Sometimes you just get unlucky. That's the way it is.
Right.
But right. I don't think one of those freak things is going to happen again. I think Rose is going to really beat her down. She seems like she has a bit of venom behind her this time. Like she wants to get it back.
Right. So do you think Rose is going to get a knockout, submission?
I hope Rose gets a knockout, but it's such a small division, and like they're tiny, you know what I mean? And Jessica is so tough.
It's only 3 rounds?
Yes, only 3.
So I think that'll benefit Rose.
Yeah, me too.
So
she won't get that's like it's easier to accept those clinch positions when you're more tired, and that's how those slams kind of happen at the end of rounds. You'll see DC will always usually once you get someone really tired, then you're seeing them like go over and shit.
Right.
Yeah, I think 3 rounds with Rose in front of you, snapping a jab off, and anytime you step in, hitting you with a 2, that's a rough go, man. I'll take Rose by unanimous decision.
My unanimous. Gotcha. I'm going to go again with a submission. Thug Rose in the second. In the second. And that's how it's going down. Yeah. Says Dip. Dipstradamus.
Dipstradamus. Get the fuck out.
Dude, I'm going to start keeping a tally on the show.
Yeah.
Everyone we guess. And I would be willing to bet my tally is a little higher than yours.
I mean, yeah, but I say dickhead shit. Last one, Paige Van Zandt versus Amanda Ribas.
Yeah.
Amanda's going to beat the absolute shit out of her.
Hey, don't talk about my girl Van Zandt like that. I follow her on Instagram, man.
That's fine, but there's a reason why you follow her on Instagram.
Because her and her husband are very talented and comical.
I mean, I bet their OnlyFans. I bet their OnlyFans is doing well too, huh?
Oh my Lord! But
she's coming off of what, a 2-year layoff, or like a year and a half layoff?
Yeah, I don't know exactly, but I heard that. Yeah.
And Amanda Ribas is a savage. Like she beat the shit out of Mackenzie Dern. She has hard body kicks, like throws them crisp, and is just getting better and better and better. Right. She's in tremendous shape. So I don't know. And like Paige has had her broken arm giving her trouble. If she starts blocking kicks on her arm, I think she's just going to be worried about it the whole time. Hard kicks break arms, especially when it's already been broken, 4 times? So like, there's only so much you can do. I think Amanda's an up-and-comer. Paige has needed a win for a real long time now. And I think Amanda's just going to send her back down. Send her to Bellator. Get her at.
Get her out of here. Send her to the PFL.
Let her win $1 million check. It's the size of me.
That's funny. So that about wraps it up, the main card. Thanks for watching. This is the Planet Fight Podcast, episode 12, Fight Island. I'm Dip.
I'm Tuck. We're gone.
We're out.